So now today let's start talking about the cross-border data transfer which is required if you are doing business beyond your country and many more situations. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you've been getting daily new content on data privacy, and as I mentioned, we are going to talk about cross-border data transfers, the challenges and the solutions for those challenges. So what is cross-border data transfer? As the name suggests, it's very simple. What is the data that you are transferring beyond your geographical limits into a different country? For any purposes, for any reasons, and since we are talking of privacy, we are talking only about the personal information collected from the customers, vendors or employees, right? So movement of your personal information, collected by you for any purpose outside your geography is what is cross-border data transfer, and it is primarily done when you are hosting yourself with some cloud service providers or some SaaS applications. When it comes to only cloud service provider, it might be easier for you to choose that the respective location is within your country. But when it comes to SaaS applications, then it may not always be possible that all SaaS applications are also hosted within your country. So you might end up transferring your personal information to a different country. You have a global presence, so you are exchanging data within your organization also between two of your offices or multiple of your offices. So you are transferring personal information including your staff outside the country. You have a customer databases could be global, and you are on an online portal where your cookies might be capturing personal information, or where you might be getting some feedback forms or some downloadable softwares being there, and you are requesting people to download them, and therefore that also requires the online transfer of data from one location to another, buying such applications, using card to buy such applications. So I buy a software from a US company, a software license on a subscription. My personal information as well as my sensitive information in terms of my card details gets punched into the database of that company, right? So your data moving out of your own country is what is cross-border data transfer. What are the few challenges that organizations are faced with this? First of all, there are judicial conflicts. All countries in the world do not follow the same set of rules when it comes to transferring data between countries. There are as well as to their own local privacy rules. There are different rules in different countries, different parameters. So you have to manage the regulations accordingly for your data transfers. These definitely create challenges in managing the privacy related compliances. There are security risks. If the transferring networks are not very good, like you saw in a case study that even the firewalls were not properly patched, then there is a full exposure to vulnerabilities, and data could be compromised and hacked, and then you carry the risk of privacy breach, and then that too because of the poor networks or purely secure networks. And then there are legal uncertainties. As for compliance, same is for legal. There are different compliance requirements in every country. There are different legal impact of non-compliance in every country. So these are some of the basic challenges that you might end up facing because of the cross-border data transfer that you need to do if you are operating in multiple countries. How do you resolve them? It's not a very good solution to say work only in your country or process data in only your country and keep different setups that each of your offices processes data within the office or within that region or jurisdiction, and it does not come out of it, which is very difficult to handle if you are working across the globe. But yes, that could be one of the options. However, GDPR has the standard contractual clauses and the binding corporate rules. Standard contractual clauses are the kind of standard clauses that are used when you want to transfer data between two countries, especially when you are wanting to transfer a European Union data out of European Union. So the receiving country should follow the norms set in the standard contractual clauses, and BCR are the binding corporate rules which are bound between two countries when it comes to a corporate working in multiple countries. So moving employee data from one country to another has to have some set of rules which are covered under the binding corporate rules, and in time to come we'll get into the detail of these two parameters as far as cross-border data transfer is concerned. You should secure your data before transfer. Security is something which is very, very important because in this case, even if you don't say confidential or data access, but still if the network is not secure, if the firewalls are not taken care of, reliable bandwidths, especially in smaller countries where the networks are not really very good and secure, then your data should be properly encrypted, anonymized, or any other privacy enhancement technology should be used to ensure that even if packets are dropped off or hacked, the data is not exposed to the hackers. The data is still secure. There is a logical breach, but perhaps it can end up being harmless. Vendor management and ensuring that the vendor you are working with across the border complies with his own jurisdictions. Right? He is taking all precautions to take care of the compliances in his country, and regular audits are done. The compliance practices, data transfer practices are well maintained, and you are monitoring his compliances, you are auditing his compliances regularly to make sure that you are aware whether he is managing the standards of the cross-border data transfers set either by SCCs, BCRs, or in general, whether he is actually complying within his own country also or not. So that's about the basics of cross-border data transfers. I hope you like my content. Please press the like and bell icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already done that. Share your feedback in the comment section, and in times to come we'll talk more about the cross-border data transfers. Thank you.